did a video earlier talking about Donald Trump's Truth Social stock and how it had gained some value and it was going up today after he said that he was going to not sell off his shares with that deadline or the lockout period expiring on the 18th. And I still don't know what would happen. I know after the 18th, if it's over $12 a share, he is now eligible to sell. I do not know what happens after that point if it just has to be above that $12 mark um, at any point or how that all works. But anyway, uh, as it was gaining value because it was jumping, even though it only jumped a few dollars, it was jumping significantly based compared to its base price. So at a couple different points, as it was jumping for 5 minutes at each point, the Nasdaq halted trading temporarily because it was jumping so fast. And this is something they did it, and Donald Trump's was not the only stock they did that to. Today, they do this from what I'm reading all the time. They do it to give the stock a chance to kind of settle slightly, and as it's being really volatile. So this isn't new. This isn't uncommon. This is normal. But Donald Trump comes out and says, "Well, the Nasdaq halted trading on my stock today twice. I don't know what they're doing. I'm gonna hold them liable. Are they taking orders from the SEC? I'll hold them liable too." And I probably got the quote wrong, but doesn't matter. That's effectively what he said. And he goes, "And if this keeps up, I'll just have to move it over to the New York Stock Exchange." Well, when it went public, he was having issues with the New York Stock Exchange. I don't remember what those were, but there was a reason why he said he couldn't go public on the New York Stock Exchange, and so that's why he went public on the Nasdaq. And now he doesn't like what the Nasdaq's doing to him, so he's going to take his ball and go home. Is effectively what he's saying. Well, I don't know, and I don't know what it would mean for him to jump the stock from one exchange to the other, or how any of that would work. But that's typical Donald Trump, though. He's going to take his ball and go home. He's not getting treated the way he thinks is fair, so they're being mean to him. This is how he acts with everything, and people are starting to finally see it. He says this kind of thing with the debate. "Oh, they fact checked me. They're being so mean. It was 3-on-1. He didn't win an award for The Apprentice. Oh, it was rigged against him. He didn't win the Iowa caucus in 2016. Rigged against him. He lost the 2020 election. Rigged against him." That's how he is. If he's not winning and anything makes him look bad or doesn't go the way he thinks it should, they're out to get him. This man should not be anywhere close to the Oval Office ever. We do not need somebody that unhinged that he's willing to take his ball and go home over his stock being traded or paused with trading twice for 5 minutes as they tried to figure out the volatility and make sure it wasn't gonna be bad any which way. They were doing what they do for everybody, but Donald Trump didn't like it, and he was going to take his ball and go home.